VTH10 at 7. Visibility 6. Sky conditions, view at 2,000 feet. Temperature 27. Dew point 26. QNH 1006. Density altitude 1600 feet. Arriving and departing runways 19er, 20 right, 20 left. Transition level 120 advise on course heading, altitude, and if flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information November. Suvarnabhumi Airport, information November. 1300 Zulu. Wind 210 at 7. Visibility 6. Sky conditions.
Bamboo 600 radio check. Bamboo 600 radio check.
I am working on that clearance. Stand by.
Bamboo 600, roger, reading you loud and clear.
Wo 0 left. Transition level 1.
Bamboo 600 information November, request IFR clearance to Ho Chi Minh City.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by. Bamboo 600, information November is correct. Cleared to TANS on Nhat via the GOM 1 Romeo departure, then as filed, departure runway 20 left, initial climb to 5,000, departure on 119.1, squawk 1664.
Clear to Tân Sơn Nhất via the GOM 1 Romeo departure, then as by departure runway 20 left, initial climb to 5,000, departure on 119.1, squawk 1664. Bamboo 600.
Suvarnabhumi clearance, clear to Samui via the Romeo Echo Golf Oscar 1 Hotel, departure X5, departure runway 19er, climb to 5,000 and contact departure on 119er, decimal 1, squawk 2544, Hotel Sierra Alpha Tango 1.
Bamboo 600, read back correct. Contact ground on 121.905.
121.905, Bamboo 600, good day, bye bye.
Bangkok Air 145 with information. Bangkok ground, Emirates 375, request push and start. Emirates 375, push and start approved, face west. Push and start approved, face west.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard. This is your flight attendant speaking. At this time, be sure to make sure all large carry-on items are still positioned and
676 request for
if you have any trouble or need
Sky 676, pushback approved, face north.
flight attendant know
I repeat, ready for basic clearance.
as a courtesy to other
I'll
passengers.
grab that clearance. Give me just a minute.
Check that all your items are put away so that the aisle is clear and other passengers
Bangkok ground.
their seats.
Emirates
Exit
375,
row.
request push and start.
Responsibilities in the card and the seatback.
Push and start approved, face west, Emirates 375.
After, please let a flight attendant know. That way you can use. Feel free to use your cell phones during the rest of the boarding process, but we do ask that laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices are stowed once we depart. Thank you and welcome aboard.
Boarding pass, please.
Suvarnabhumi ground, Twin Star 759 at gate Echo 5, request push and start.
Good evening.
Twin Star 59, push and start approved, face south.
Push and start approved, and I will face south, Twin Star 759, thank you.
Okay, I think we are ready for takeoff. Request the takeoff clearance, please.
Good evening.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Ground, Hotel Sierra Alpha Tango 1. Clear for takeoff, runway 20 right.
This way, please.
Information Bravo. Request IFR to Whiskey Mike Kilo Airport. Hotel Sierra Alpha Tango 1.
Ground, good afternoon. Lufthansa 574, request pushback and engine start.
Lufthansa 574, pushback and engine start approved, face north.
Pushback and engine start approved, facing north. Lufthansa 574.
Good evening. Good evening. Hello. This way. Hello. Good evening. Welcome on board. Hello. Hello.
Ground, good evening, lot 6516 at gate Alpha 5. Request pushback and engine startup.
Lot 6516, pushback and engine start approved, face north.
Pushback and engine start approved, face north. Lot 6516.
All aircraft be advised. Information echo is now current. QNH 1008.
Roger 1008. Hotel Sierra Alpha Tango 11.
Hello. Good evening. This way. Welcome on. This way.
Red Cap 7 Papa Foxtrot, we are on the gate, engine shut down, and you can close the flight plan.
Good evening.
Red Cap 7 Papa Foxtrot, flight plan closed. Have a great day.
Ground, you can also disconnect the progressive taxi pass. Suvarnabhumi ground, Redcast 7 Baba Foxtrot, please disconnect the taxi arrows.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard Flight 600. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 12 minutes. Please note the cabin doors now closed.
Bohemia 766, contact Bangkok Control on 120.5.
Your larger devices are now shut down.
Switching to Bangkok Control on 120.5, Bohemia 766.
Low and tight across your lap.
Hogan Air 284, contact Bangkok Control on 120.5.
Departure. Cabin crew.
Switching to Bangkok Control on 120.5. Hogan Air 284. Attention all aircraft, information Oscar is now current. QNH 1007.
Cockpit preparation checklist, cabin scope remove, V180 6060 kg set, seatbelts on, ADAS, nav model rep 1006 set, cockpit preparation checklist complete. Bamboo 600 ready for push and start engine.
Bamboo 600, Suvarnabhumi ground, push and start approved, face west.
Push and start through facing west, Bamboo 600.
Captain, the cabin is ready for departure. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard Bamboo Airways Flight 600, departing from Suvarnabhumi Airport and heading to Tan Son Nhat International Airport. My name is Astrid Hansen, your lead flight attendant, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. Joining me in the cabin are our wonderful crew members, Lars, Ingrid, and Bjorn. Our captain for this flight is the
information mic is now current.
QNH 1007. We expect our flight time
Hello,
to be
Captain.
approximately 1
We
hour
are ready
and
for
13
pushback.
minutes.
Around
Now,
118,
let's go over some important safety information.
106.
First, please ensure your seatbelt is fastened low and tight across your lap. To unfasten, simply lift the buckle. In the event of a loss of cabin pressure, oxygen masks will drop down from the panel above you. Pull the mask towards you to start the flow of oxygen, place it over your nose and mouth, and secure
Departure
the
check
elastic
completed.
band behind
5
your
hat
head.
pin inserted.
Remember to secure your own mask before assisting others. For our overwater flights, we have life vests located under your seat. To use them, pull the vest out, place it over your head, and pull the straps around your waist. Inflate the vest by pulling the red tabs or by blowing into the tubes. As for emergency exits, there are 2 exits at the front. To over the wings and 2 at the rear of the aircraft.
Locking gear.
Please take a moment to locate the nearest exit, keeping in mind that it may be behind you. In case of an emergency, follow the crew's instructions and remain calm. Oh, and just a little reminder, once we reach cruising altitude,
Suvarnabhumi
we'll be offering
ground.
some delightful
Hotel
items
Zero
from
Alpha
Bamboo
Tango
Airways
1.
shop.
Ready
Thank
to
you for
take
your
off.
attention. We hope
Now
you
hold
enjoy the
short
flight.
runway
Release
19er.
parking brake.
Hotel Zero Alpha Tango 1.
Commencing push.
Diamond
Engine
Hotel
clear.
Sierra Alpha Tango,
Starting
Suvarnabhumi ground. You are on ground frequency. Contact tower on 118.2 for takeoff clearance.
Contact
Starting engine
tower on 118.2. Hotel Zero Alpha Tango 1. Good day.
Suvarnabhumi ground, Philippine 733, request taxi to runway. Demonstration.
Philippine 733, push and start approved. Face west.
Hân hạnh chào đón quý khách trên chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways, hãng hàng không của sự hiếu khách.
Welcome aboard Bamboo Airways, the airline of hospitality.
Kính thưa quý khách, vì an toàn của chuyến bay, kính mời quý khách theo dõi hướng dẫn về an toàn trên máy bay.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the safety of the flight, may we have your attention for the safety demonstration?
Khi đã lên máy bay, đề nghị quý khách không hút thuốc dưới mọi hình thức.
Once on board, any type of smoking is strictly prohibited.
Các thiết bị điện tử phải được tắt nguồn hoặc chuyển sang chế độ máy bay trong suốt hành trình bay.
Electronic devices must be turned off or switched to flight mode during the flight.
Quý khách lưu ý không sạc pin các thiết bị điện tử trong quá trình máy bay lan cất và hạ cánh.
Charging electronic devices is not allowed during taxi, takeoff, and landing.
Trong quá trình máy bay lan cất và hạ cánh, quý khách cài dây an toàn, dựng thẳng lưng ghế, đóng bàn ăn, xếp gọn chân ghế và màn hình.
During taxi, takeoff, and landing, you are requested to fasten your seatbelt, set seat back upright, secure tray table, footrest, and monitor.
Quý khách đặt hành lý trong ngăn đựng phía trên hoặc xếp gọn dưới ghế phía trước.
Carry-on luggage is requested to stow under the seat in front of you or in the overhead lockers.
Không để hành lý trên lối đi, khu vực cửa thoát hiểm, dưới chân các vách ngăn và phía sau chân của quý khách.
The aisle, the exit rows, the area under fixed bulkhead, and behind your leg must be clear of any luggage.
Quý khách cài dây an toàn trong suốt thời gian bay và khi đèn hiệu cài dây an toàn được bật sáng, dây an toàn được cài như sau: cài hai đầu khóa vào nhau. Nếu vai ghế có thêm một đầu dây móc, quý khách bắt chéo dây ngang người, cài đầu móc vào khóa, kéo một đầu dây để siết chặt và mở bằng cách nhấc hoặc bấm đầu khóa. Nếu quý khách đi cùng trẻ em hoặc cần dây an toàn nối dài, vui lòng liên hệ với tiếp viên hàng không để được trợ giúp. Quý khách vui lòng cài dây an toàn và để dây trong tầm nhìn để tiếp viên hàng không kiểm tra an toàn khoang khách.
Distribution of infant seatbelt or extension belt will be provided by cabin crew. Please make sure your seatbelt is fastened
Awaiting your
and visible
confirmation
to
for
the
a good
cabin crew.
engine start.
Whenever seatbelt sign is on, please fasten your seatbelt and keep it while you are seated. If your
Cockpit to
safety
ground.
belt is fastened
We
like
have a good
this,
engine start.
insert the metal
You can
buckle
disconnect.
into the other. For additional
Go to
shoulder room,
118.2
cross the belt in
Thai
front of your
303.
body
Thank you, bye-bye.
and hook the metal buckle into the lock. Tighten by pulling the strap and
Hold the short
unfasten by
runway
lifting the
20 right,
buckle
ready
or
for
pressing on the lock.
Thai 303, contact tower on 118.2 for departure clearance.
Quý khách kéo mảnh mặt nạ thì có dự khí, đeo mặt nạ lên mũi và miệng, choàng dây qua đầu, siết chặt.
In case of decompression, oxygen mask will be released from the cabin ceiling and in the lavatory. Pull the nearest mask firmly downward to start the flow of oxygen. Place
Also,
it
start
on
checklist
the
on size
wear the
of
plastic
became
band
status
over your
check
head,
quick
then
trim
tighten
and
it.
secretary review of the start checklist
và
commits.
các hành khách khác vui cùng cần giúp đỡ.
Please put on your own mask first, then help the children and anyone nearby who may need assistance.
Trong trường hợp thoát hiểm,
Scooter 617, taxi to runway 19er via Tango 13, Golf, Charlie, Charlie 4.
Connected. Bypass pin removed.
trong khoang khách có 8 cửa thoát hiểm, 2 cửa phía trước.
Bamboo 600, ready to taxi
Right
to
is
runway
clear.
20 left.
In the cabin, there are 8 exits, 2 at the front, 4 at the middle, and 2 at the rear. Please identify your nearest emergency exits with marked signs.
Áo phao được đặt dưới ghế ngồi của quý khách hoặc phía dưới.
Bamboo 600, taxi to runway 20 left via Tango 18, Delta, Delta 2, Echo 9er.
Và thắt chặt dây quanh eo. Quý khách
Taxi
lưu
to
ý không
runway
làm phòng ẩm khi ở trong khoang khách.
20 left via Tango 18, Delta, Delta 2, Echo 9er, Bamboo 600.
Remove it from its location and package.
Left
Put
side,
on the life
clear
vest
right
and
side,
secure
right
it
check
carefully.
zero,
Do
fly
not
control
inflate
check.
the life vest
Pull
in
up.
the cabin.
Ngay tại cửa, quý
Pull
khách
up.
làm phòng áo bằng cách
Neutral.
chật bành thẻ nhựa hoặc thổi
Pull
vào
left.
ống màu đỏ.
At exit,
Pull right.
pull the tag
Neutral,
firmly
pull up.
downwards
Pull
or
left.
blow into mouthpieces
right.
to inflate
Trên
it.
áo phao có còi và đèn để lôi cuốn sự chú ý.
There are a whistle and a light on your vest for attracting attention.
Quý khách lưu ý chỉ sử dụng áo phao trong trường hợp khẩn cấp hoặc khi tiếp viên hàng không yêu cầu. Áo phao trẻ em sẽ được cung cấp và hướng dẫn sử dụng bởi tiếp viên hàng không.
Life vests are used in case of emergency or when instructed by cabin crew only. Infant life vest will be provided and instructed by cabin crew.
Taxi checklist, flight control check, flight setting configure, radar and predicting windshield on and auto engine mode channel normal economy
card
sẽ
in
có
the
một
seat
đường
pocket
taxi
in front of
checklist
you
complete.
or next to your seat.
Trân trọng cảm ơn sự theo dõi của quý khách. Chúng tôi rất mong quý khách sẽ có trải nghiệm an toàn và thú vị trên các chuyến bay của Bamboo Airways.
We thank you for your attention, and we hope you have a great time on board with Bamboo Airways.
The cabin is ready for takeoff. Please note the cabin lights will be dimmed for departure and landing. If you require additional lighting, there is a reading light on the panel above you.
The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Ground, Thai 218, taxi to the gate.
Thai 218, taxi departing via Bravo 12, Bravo, Charlie 6, Golf, Delta 7, Delta, Tango 15, Tango 17.
Bravo 12, Bravo, Charlie 6, Golf, Delta 7, Delta, Tango 15, Tango 17, Thai 218.
Bamboo 600. Contact tower on 118.2 so long.
118.2 Bamboo 600. Good day, bye bye. Good evening, Tower Bamboo 600, holding short runway 20 left, ready for departure.
Bamboo 600, Suvarnabhumi Tower, cleared for takeoff, runway 20 left. After takeoff, fly runway heading until reaching 5500, then proceed on course.
Clear for takeoff, runway 20 left. After takeoff, fly runway heading until reaching 5500, then proceed on course. Bamboo 600.
Contact departure, log 6516. Thank you,
Cabin
bye-bye.
crew, please take seats for departure.
Bamboo 600, runway 20 left, winds 200 at 7, cleared for takeoff.
Okay, Captain, all doors in park.
Winds 200 at 7, clear for takeoff, runway 20 left, Bamboo 600.
Sky915, welcome to Suvarnabhumi. Contact ground on 121.905.
Contact ground on 121.905. Hi, 915.
Twin Star 59, contact departure.
Contacting departure, Twin Star 759, bye-bye.
Command 49 Bravo, contact departure.
Suvarnabhumi Tower, camera air 49 Bravo, climbing to 5,000 feet.
Bangkok Tower, this is Malaysian 542 with information Yankee requesting clearance to Bangkok International.
I'm working on that clearance. Stand by.
Clear to Bangkok International via the Ryan 1 hotel departure, then as far departure runway 02 right, flying to 5,000, departure on 119.1, squawk 3332, Malaysian 542.
Main flag 67 set, ARS runway,
All
auto
aircraft be
slow.
advised, information Romeo is now current. QNH 1008.
Ground on 121.905. Hi, 212.
9222, contact departure.
80 knot check.
Departure 119.41. Hi, 222.
100 check.
4 Bravo Mike, contact departure on 119.25. Lot 189er, Suvarnabhumi Tower, contact departure.
V1. Rotate. V2 check.
Emirates 375, contact departure on 119.1.
Contact departure on 119.1. Emirates 375.
Fliggity 585, contact departure.
Over to departure, Fliggity 585.
Diamond Alpha Tango 1, contact departure.
Roger, contact departure, Hotel Zero Alpha Tango 1.
Contact departure.
Contact departure 511.
Bamboo 600, contact departure.
Contact departure, Bamboo 600, good day, bye-bye.
Only 19er.
Good evening, departure, Bamboo 600, fly runway heading 195, climbing to 5500.
Bamboo 600, Bangkok departure, radar contact, climb 5,000.
Climbing to 5000, Bamboo 600.
Bamboo 600, say again your request or intention.
Climbing to 5,000, Bamboo 600.
Suvarnabhumi Tower on 18.2 Lufthansa 772.
Departure Thai 303, passing 2,000 feet for 5,000 feet.
Bamboo 600, climb flight level 210.
Climbing to flight level 210, Bamboo 600.
Climbing flight level 210, Lufthansa 574.
Lufthansa 574, contact Suvarnabhumi approach on 119.25. Thai 303, contact Suvarnabhumi approach on 119.25.
119.25, Thai 303.
Bangkok departure. Good evening. Sky 475, 1,700 feet, climbing 5,000 feet.
Bamboo 600, contact Suvarnabhumi approach on 119.25.
119.25, Bamboo 600.
Thai Asia 3189, Bangkok approach identified. Good evening.
Bamboo 600, passing 6500, climbing to flight level 210.
Bamboo 600, Suvarnabhumi departure identified. Good evening, Bangkok, QNH 1006.
QNH 1006, Bamboo 600.
Flight level 250, Thai 602.
Command 49 Bravo, contact Utapao approach on 119.7.
Utapao approach, camera 49 Bravo with you at 10,000 feet.
Departure Thai 9062, request higher. Requesting higher, Thai 9062.
Thai 90062, say again your request.
Requesting higher altitude, Thai 9062.
North 1, departure, Thai Asia 736, please, would you climbing through 3,000 feet?
Thai Asia 736, Bangkok approach, radar contact. Thai Asia 736, Bangkok approach. Climb and maintain flight level 090.
Announcement on your larger portable
Bamboo 600, climb flight level
Dear
270.
guests, we are now above the safe altitude.
Climbing to flight level 270, Bamboo 600.
After the meal service, we will be offering some delightful items from the Bamboo Airways shop. Thank you for your attention and enjoy the flight.
Connect to the Wi-Fi and be able to access our wireless
130 request clearance to land.
Worldwide 3027, contact Suvarnabhumi Tower on 118.2.
However, we ask that you fast and
Suvarnabhumi approach, Philippine 736, are we supposed to descend lower than our altitude?
Philippine 736, Suvarnabhumi approach identified, South Titon Chow.
QNH 1009, Lufthansa 574.
Lufthansa 574, climb flight level 260.
Departure Singapore 719 at flight level 7,000 feet, climbing for flight level 170.
Singapore 719er, heavy Suvarnabhumi departure identified. Good evening, Bangkok, QNH 1008.
Climb flight level 260, Singapore 719er.
Emirates 384 Super, Suvarnabhumi departure, radar contact, clear direct PS 010, climb flight level 200.
Clear direct PS 010, climb flight level 200, Emirates 384 Super.
Flight level 330, Thai 602.
Thai 602, contact Bangkok control on 120.5.
Singapore 0,000, requesting higher. Singapore 0,000,
feet. That's not correct. It's a 40,000.
Bamboo 600, climb flight level 320. Thai Air Asia 17.
Climbing to flight level 320, Bamboo 600.
Switching to Bangkok on 119.25 in Thai Air Asia 170.
Bamboo 600, maintain flight level 320.
Maintain flight level 320, Bamboo 600.
Land 881, climb and maintain flight level 230. Land 881, climb and maintain flight level 300.
Climb and maintain flight level 300, land 881.
Climbing flight level 390, Taiwan 10 Super.
Thai 110, contact Bangkok control on 120.5.
120.5, Thai 110 Super, have a good day.
Departure, good morning, Thai Smile 110, we are at 1,500, trying for 4,000 on the seat.
Thai Smile 110, Suvarnabhumi departure. I'm not seeing your transponder. Confirm squawking 4331 mode C. Ident one more time for me.
Bamboo 600, contact Bangkok control on 120.5.
120.5, Bamboo 600, good day, bye-bye. Bamboo 600 with you passing flight level 200, climbing to flight level 350.
Bamboo 600, Bangkok control identified. Good evening. Cruise 007, climb flight level 350.
Negative, com comply, requesting flight level 120, cruise 007.
Cruise 007, descend flight level 120. Cruise 007, contact Phnom Penh Center on 127.5. Bamboo 600, Bangkok control, climb flight level 350.
Climbing to flight level 350, Bamboo 600.
Standing 5,000, Thai Asia 3024. Standing 5,000, Thai Asia 3024.
Lufthansa 772, Bangkok control, contact Bangkok approach on 119.1.
Contact Bangkok approach on 119.1, Lufthansa 772, bye-bye. Bangkok control, Japan Air 727, passing flight level 155 or flight level 140.
Japan Air 727, Bangkok control identified. Good evening. Thai Asia Tree 57, descend and maintain flight level 250. Thai Asia Tree 57, descend and maintain flight level 170.
Heading to flight level 170, Thai Asia 357.
Scooter 617, radar contact. TFL 61 Bangkok Control, contact Phnom Penh Center on 127.5.
Phnom Penh Center on 127.5, TFL 3 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Crossing flight level 360, Thai 602. Bangkok Standard Thai 356 is leaving flight level 360.
Thai Asia 356 descend and maintain flight level 240.
Descend and maintain flight level 240, Thai Asia 356. Standard Thai Asia 356, passing through, descending through 240 to flight level 180.
Thai Asia 563, roger, descend and maintain 15,300, QNH 1010.
Descending to 15,300, QNH 1010, Thai Asia 563. Bangkok Center, Thai Asia 563, request descent to 5,000.
Thai Asia 563, descend and maintain 5,000, report reaching.
Bangkok Control, Thai Air Asia 170, flight level 160.
Thai Air Asia 170, radar contact.
Bangkok Center, Thai Asia 356, continue descent on the arrival.
Thai Asia 356, continue descent via the SEH and 1B, arrival report reaching flight level 240.
Thai Asia 356 is at flight level 240, requesting further descent.
Thai Asia 356, descend and maintain flight level 180. Thai Asia 3024, contact Bangkok Center on 132.1.
Over to 1232.1, Thai Asia 2024. And maintain flight level 200, Thai Asia 2024.
Thai Asia 3024, descend and maintain flight level 200.
Thai Asia 563, request further descent.
Thai Asia 563, descend and maintain 15,300, QNH 1010.
Descend and maintain 15,300, Thai Asia 563. Bangkok Standard Thai Asia 357, leaving flight level 340 for flight level 210.
Thai Asia 357, descend and maintain flight level 210.
Descending flight level 210, Thai Asia 357.
Thai Asia 357, descend and maintain flight level 250.
Thai Asia 3024, good day.
Control Thai Asia 3189, expect further descent.
Thai Asia 3189, contact Bangkok approach on 119.1.
Bangkok approach on 119.1, Thai Asia 3189.
Bangkok Control, American 101 with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, in just a few...
American 101, Bangkok Control, identified. Good evening. Twin Star 759, Bangkok Control, identified. Sawasdeka. Twin Star 759, Bangkok Control, climb flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Twin Star 759 now.
Bangkok Control, Vietnam Airlines 603, flight level 230. Vietnam Airlines 603, radar contact.
Bangkok Center, Thai Asia 3901, passing 2
Thai Asia Tree 901 Bangkok Center, roger.
Bangkok Center, Thai Asia 3235, climbing to 19,000, flight level 360.
Thai Asia Tree 235 Bangkok Center, roger.
CP 119 at 8,000, Thai 586.
Thai 586, contact Phnom Penh Center on 127.5.
Thai Asia 3211, Bangkok Center, ready for descent.
Thai Asia Tree 211 Bangkok Center, descend at pilot's discretion to flight level 240.
Descend to flight level 240, Thai Asia 3211. Thai Asia 320.
Thai 915, contact Bangkok approach on 119.1.
Contact Bangkok approach on 119.1. Thai 915.
Thai 557, descend and maintain flight level 160. Flight level 160, Thai 557.
Center, Thai Asia 3024, request flight level 200.
Thai Asia Tree 024, descend and maintain flight level 200.
Thai Asia Tree 438 Bangkok Center, contact Don Muang approach on 124.35.
124.35, Thai Asia 3438, bye-bye. Thai Asia, Bangkok Center, Thai Asia 357, climb to flight level 240, flight level 350.
Bamboo 600, expect a safe 2 hotel arrival. Plan for descent in maybe 20 minutes.
Expect the set to hotel arrival, Bamboo 600.
Thai Asia 3024, descend and maintain flight level 270.
Control, Philippine 736, request start of descent. Request start of descent, Philippine 736.
Philippine 736, descend via Tummy 1 Charlie into Suvarnabhumi.
And afterwards, one request to descend flight level 9,000 feet.
Bangkok Control, Sawatdee Krab, Thai Asia 3312 is on the ND 3 Alpha, descending through flight level 150 for Don Muang. 119.1, Thai Asia 3312.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now reached cruising altitude.
3312, Bangkok
We will be
Control,
starting our
contact
snack and
Bangkok
drink
approach
service
on
shortly. Today
119.1.
we have some delightful options for you, including our famous chicken satay and a delicious fruit platter. After the service, we will also have articles from the Bamboo Airways shop available for you to browse. Thank you for flying with us, and we hope you enjoy the flight.
Bangkok Center on 150.1, Thai Asia 3236.
Bamboo 600, contact Phnom Penh Center on 127.5.
127.5, Bamboo 600.
Thai 218, Bangkok Control, identified. Good evening.
Bamboo 600, at flight level 350.
Bamboo 600, Phnom Penh Center identified. Sawasdee Ka.
Nom 10 Center, Cam Air 49 Bravo with information Oscar ready to copy IFR clearance.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
our lovely flight starting at
Take 2 Juliet arrival and we are ready for descent now. Vietnam Airlines 978.
Please note only accept credit cards.
Vietnam 978 ready for descent.
Vietnam Airlines 978, descend via Safe 2 Juliet into Tanson Nhat.
Descend by Safe 2 Juliet, Vietnam Airlines 978.
back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on initial contact you have information X-ray. Tan Son Nhat International Airport, information X-ray. 1400 Zulu. Wind 240 at 10. Cap OK. Temperature 28. Dew point 25. QNH 1008. Density altitude 1700 feet. Arriving and departing runways 25 left, 25 right. Transition level 190. Advise on course heading, altitude, and the flight following is requested. Read back all runway and hold short instructions. Advise on.
Open center, good 161, request flight level 360.
Cruiser 161, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Center. Request descent, Scandinavian 228.
Flight level 130.
Descent flight level 130, Scandinavian 228.
Vietnam Airlines 978, contact Tansun Nhat approach on 126.35.
Approach 126.35, Vietnam Airlines 978.
Bamboo 601 ready to descend.
Bamboo 600, descend via Safe 2 Hotel into Tanson Nhat.
Descend via the Safe 2 Hotel into Tanson Nhat, Bamboo 600.
Bamboo 600, say requested altitude.
This is customs at our destination. Flight attendants will begin
Descend via the Safe 2 Hotel, Bamboo 600.
upon arrival.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now left our cruising altitude and have started our approach to Tan Son Nhat International Airport. Please return to your seats and ensure your seatbelts are fastened. The usage of the lavatories is no longer allowed at this time. We appreciate your cooperation as we prepare for landing.
Bamboo 600, cross Tango Sierra 498 at altitude 15,000.
Cross Tango Sierra 498 at 15,000, Bamboo 600.
Bamboo 600, descend altitude 14,000, QNH 1007.
Descending to 14,000, QNH 1007, Bamboo 600.
Bamboo 600, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1.
Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1, Bamboo 600. Bamboo 600 descending to 1400.
Ho Chi Minh Control. Identified. Good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign. Fasten seatbelt.
Descend to 10,000 feet. Oceana 731 heavy.
Asiana 731 heavy. Descend altitude 10,000 feet.
Descend altitude 10,000 feet. Oceana 731 heavy. Ho Chi Minh Control. Oceana 731 heavy. Request descend to 2,500. Ho Chi Minh Control. Request to land runway 25 right. Now 731 heavy.
600 Ho Chi Minh Control. Descend altitude 12,000.
Descending to 12,000 feet, Bamboo 600.
Learjet Yankee Bravo Golf, climb and maintain flight level 400.
Climb into 400 Yankee Bravo Golf.
Ocean Control is DBR 243 at flight level 190, approximately 44 miles short of LKH.
Bamboo 600. Descend altitude 10,000.
Descending to 10,000 feet, Bamboo 600.
Runway 7 left, approaching stand on Nhat. We request clearance to runway 25 right. Direct to Sierra Oscar Kilo Alpha November.
Bamboo 600. Contact Tanson Nhat. Approach on 126.35.
126.35, Bamboo 600. Bamboo 600, information X-ray, descending to 10,000 feet.
Bamboo 600, Tanson Nhat approach, identified. Good evening, Tanson Nhat, QNH 1008. Expect the ILS runway 25 right approach into Tanson Nhat.
QNH 1008 descending. Expect the ILS approach runway 25 right, Bamboo 600.
Cathay 767, contact Tanson Nhat Tower on 118.7.
Contact Tower 118.7, Cathay 767 heavy. 350, Singapore 177 heavy.
Singapore 186, contact Tanson Nhat Tower on 118.7.
118, Singapore 186.
DI-1 request, disregard.
TFDI-1, climb flight level 280.
280 TFDI-1.
flight and maintain protocol 130, Vietnam Squadron 411.
767, request to stay on the arrival.
Cathay 767, continue on the Dahl 2 Golf arrival.
Cathay 767 will go maintain and establish. I'll let you know when I'm on the island.
Captain, cabin is ready.
We have begun our final descent into
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now beginning our final approach into Ho Chi Minh City. Please turn off your electronic devices and stow them until we have arrived at the gate. Kindly put your tray tables away, ensure your seats are in the full upright position and fasten your seatbelts. Once we land, the Bamboo Airways staff will provide you with information regarding your connection flights. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Disregard, sorry.
November 6518, Yankee, say requested altitude for descent.
Disregard, by mistake. I didn't mean to say to descent.
Transworld 362, climb flight level 280.
Climb flight level 280, Transworld 362 head.
Cathay 767, Tanson Nhat approach, descend and maintain 4,000. Cathay 767, descend and maintain 3500.
3500. Cathay 767. On that approach, Cathay 767 with you descending to 8,700.
Cathay 767, Tanson Nhat approach, good evening, Bong Tao, QNH 1008.
Vietnam Airlines 143, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1.
Over to Ho Chi Minh Control on 120.1, Vietnam Airlines 143.
Cathay 767, contact Tanson Nhat Tower on 118.7.
118.7, Cathay 767, good day.
Easy 123, contact Tanson Nhat Tower on 118.7.
Contact 118.7, easy 123.
Bamboo 600, descend altitude 3000. Turn left heading 260 vectors for the ILS runway 25 right approach.
Descend to 3000, turn left heading 260 vectors for the ILS approach runway 25 right, Bamboo 600.
Bamboo 600, proceed direct Tango Sierra 426, descend altitude 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS runway 25 right approach.
Proceed Tango Sierra 426, descend to 2000 until established on the localizer. Cleared for the ILS approach runway 25 right, Bamboo 600.
Contact hands from Nhat Tower on 118.7.
Tower on 118.7 to 306.
Approach checklist by rep 1007 set seatbelts on minimum 341 set all rack off and change mode silent mode approach checklist complete.
Bamboo 600, contact Tanson Yacht Tower on 118.7.
118.7 Bamboo 600. Bamboo 600 established on the localizer for the ILS approach runway 25 right.
Bamboo 600, Tanson Yacht Tower, Roger, continue approach.
Continue approach Bamboo 600.
Bamboo 600, Tanson Yacht Tower, wind 240 at 10, runway 25 right, cleared to land.
Clear to land runway 25 right Bamboo 600. Cabin crew, please take seat for landing.
Okay, Captain, cabin crew, take seats for landing.
Landing checklist, ECAM memo, landing no flow, landing checklist.
Vietnam Airlines 781, contact departure. Company 1, contact departure. Departure.
Vietjet 173, winds 240 at 10, runway 25 left, cleared to land.
1000.
Cleared to land, runway 25 left, Vietjet 173. Welcome to Samsung Nhat. Contact ground on 121.9er.
121.9er, 306.
Minimum.
Continue. Check.
50, 40,
Too low.
30,
Terrain.
20. Retard. Retard.
Approaching the bird.
Retard.
West, clear to land. 767.
Retard. Retard.
Cathay 767, welcome to Tanson Nhat. Contact ground on
Spoiler, reverse
121.6.
rail diesel.
Clear Jet 6 Bravo Lima. Contact departure. Over departure, 78 Bravo.
I did not.
Roger, departure, Clear Jet 86 Bravo Lima is clearing to 3000 for 4 on departure.
Cathay 766, contact departure.
Pastor, Cathay 766.
Manual brakes.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 10:50 p.m. and it's currently about 28 degrees Celsius. You can now use your mobile devices. Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight. We thank you for flying.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Ho Chi Minh City. We have just landed at Tan Son Nhat International Airport, and the local time is 10:15 p.m. Captain Viet Vong Vey and the entire crew would like to thank you for flying with Bamboo Airways today. Did you know that Ho Chi Minh City is home to the famous Cu Chi tunnels, which were used during the Vietnam War? It's a fascinating piece of history. Please remain seated until we reach
121.6 Bamboo 600.
Seeing you again soon.
Good evening, route Bamboo 600. We are east clear of active runway 25 right. Request taxi to the gate.
Bamboo 600, contact Tan Son Nhat ground on 121.6 for taxi instructions.
121.6 Bamboo 600. Bamboo 600, we are east clear of active runway 325 right. Request taxi to the gate.
Bamboo 600. Taxi to International 16 via Sierra 7 Victor. Good day.
16 via Sierra 7 Victor. Good day, Bamboo 600.
All aircraft information Quebec is now current. QNH 1010.
Tanson Nhat ground, Transworld 178 Heavy at gate 76, requesting pushback and engine start. Push and start approved facing west, Transworld 178 Heavy.
All aircraft be advised, information echo is now current. QNH 1010.
Tanson ground, good evening. Vietnam 648 with information India. We're in Airbus 321. We request IFR clearance to Manila as filed, please.
Clearance on request. Stand by.
Nhat ground, Korean Air 8761. I have echo, I'm ready to taxi.
Tanson Nhat ground, Switter 305.
All aircraft be advised, information X-ray is now current. QNH 1009er.
Tanzania ground, good evening, Singapore 749er Heavy, information Sierra Gate 16, request IFR clearance to Hanoi, Noi Bai.
1 second while I grab the paperwork.
Ground Vietnam 33 requesting taxi to the active.
Vietnam Airlines 33, push and start approved. Face north. All aircraft, information Quebec is now current. QNH 1009er.
Ground Cafe 1518, ready to taxi.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have now parked at Tan Son Nhat International Airport. On behalf of Captain Viet Vung Ve, First Officer Khan Tran, and the entire crew, I would like to wish you a wonderful stay here in Ho Chi Minh City, or a safe journey to your next destination. Thank you for flying with Bamboo Airways Flight 600 today. We hope you enjoyed your flight, and we look forward to welcoming you on board again soon. Goodbye and take care. And...
Vietjet 1604, push and start approved.